Welcome, Form 4 at Maths, past years, SPM. SPM 2016, topic linear law. The variable x and y are related by the equation y equals 2x squared minus q over x, where q is a constant. A straight line is obtained by plotting xy against x cubed. Now, even before we read the question of what they are asking, you go to the graph and complete the graph. The xy is the capital Y, the x cubed is the capital X, and we are given two coordinates. H13 I label capital X1, capital Y1, and the 3 is the y-intercept, which I label as C, and also this point is on the y-axis, therefore the x-coordinate 0. Point on y-axis, x-coordinate is 0, and the 3 is the y-coordinate, which again I label as capital X2, capital Y2. Now we look at the question. The question is asking find H and Q. I start from what they ask. They are asking H. I shall go to H, which is the x-coordinate of the point. Okay? I start from what they are. They are asking H. I go to H, which is the x-coordinate of the point, whose y-coordinate is 13. And this point, if you look here, is on the straight line. The point is on the straight line. And straight line is linear. But the equation given is not linear. The equation y equals 2x squared minus q is not linear. Why is it not linear? Because of x squared and over x. So our given equation is not linear. We must change it to linear, which is capital Y and capital X plus C. So I copy back the equation, the non-linear equation, copy back. And what is the modification I must do? You see, capital Y, I go to the capital Y, which is xy. Here I only have x. That means this x, I must multiply by x so that I can get the xy. Of course, when one term you times by x, all the other terms also you must times by x. So y times x, I'm going to get xy. 2x squared times by x, I'm going to get 2x cubed. And q over x times by x, the x of course cancel. We are left with minus q. This is linear. And comparing this to the capital Y and capital X plus C, you will notice that the capital Y is xy, as given here, xy. The capital X is x cubed. You see, capital X is x cubed. That means the gradient must be 2. Okay? The gradient of the straight line is 2. And the C, the y-intercept, is negative q. The C is negative q. Next, since we are given gradient, we must use the formula gradient. Capital Y1 minus capital Y2 over capital X1 minus capital X. Keep in mind, this is not small y, small x. All these coordinates, H13, 0, 3, it is not the small x and the small y. It is the capital X, and capital Y. So I'm going to substitute y1 minus y2. That is why very early, all the coordinates I label x1, y1, x2, y2. So y1 minus y2, that is 13 minus 3, which I have put over here, 13 minus 3. And then x1 minus x2, h minus 0, which I have put here, h minus 0, equals to 2, because the gradient is 2. Now we have 13 minus 3 is 10, h minus 0 is h, so we have 10 over h equals to 2. I transfer the h to the right hand side, the 2 to the left hand side. I would get 10 over 2 equal to h, therefore our h is 5. First part settled. Now second part, they were asking q, q. I go to q. Q, I go to q. And that q, negative q, is same as c. The negative q is same as c. And c, we already got c is 3 by completing the diagram. The c is the y-intercept, which is 3 given. So I'm going to substitute now the c with 3. So I have 3 equals to negative q. I times negative on both sides. I will get q equals to negative 3. Okay? Because c is 3, this is negative q. Negative q is 3. I times both sides by negative, which gives me negative q become positive q. 3 become negative 3. So we are finished. We got the h5 and the q negative 3. Thank you. I see you on the next.